Imagine a library where the books are slowly losing their words. First, a few letters fade, then whole sentences disappear. Eventually, entire chapters become blank. This is a simple way to think about what Alzheimer's disease does to the human brain. To truly grasp the profound impact of Alzheimer's disease, we need to journey deep inside its origin point, the human brain. This incredibly complex organ, the very seat of our consciousness, our memories, and our identity, is where this story unfolds. It's a story that begins silently, at a microscopic level, long before any outward signs appear. Think of your brain as a vibrant, sprawling metropolis, operating 24/7. This city is populated by nearly 100 billion specialized cells called neurons. These are the city's messengers, its workers, its architects. They form an intricate network, a biological internet with trillions of connections called synapses. Every thought you have, every memory you recall, every emotion you feel, is the result of tiny electrical and chemical signals zipping across these connections at incredible speeds. In a healthy, thriving brain, this communication is seamless. Information flows freely, memories are meticulously filed away for later retrieval, and commands are dispatched with precision, allowing you to navigate your world effortlessly. But in Alzheimer's disease, this beautifully orchestrated system begins to falter. A slow, insidious process starts to disrupt the city's infrastructure, and this communication network breaks down. So what's causing this devastating decay? Scientists have identified two primary culprits, two rogue proteins that wreak havoc on the brain's delicate environment. They are known as plaques and tangles. Let's look at the plaques first. In a healthy brain, a protein is regularly broken down and cleared away. But in Alzheimer's, this process goes wrong. One of the fragments produced is a sticky protein called beta amyloid. Instead of being cleared, these fragments begin to clump together, forming hard, insoluble plaques in the space's neurons. Think of them as toxic garbage dumps accumulating on the city's streets. They not only physically obstruct the signals between cells, but also trigger an inflammatory response, causing further damage to the surrounding neural neighborhood. Now let's go the neurons to find the second culprit: tangles. Healthy neurons have an internal support structure, a bit like a railway system, made of microtubules. A protein called tau acts like the railroad ties, stabilizing these tracks. In Alzheimer's, tau becomes abnormal. It detaches and clumps together, forming twisted fibers called neurofibrillary tangles. Without tau's support, the cell's transport system collapses. The tracks buckle and break, starving the neuron of vital supplies and ultimately leading to its death from the inside out. This destructive process isn't random. It typically begins in areas of the brain crucial for forming new memories, like the hippocampus. This is why one of the earliest signs is often trouble remembering recent events. From there, the disease relentlessly spreads, invading regions responsible for language, reasoning, and social behavior. As more neurons die, the affected brain regions literally begin to shrink. The once bustling city loses its vibrancy, its lights dimming one neighborhood at a time. Crucially, this cascade of damage can begin a decade or more before the first noticeable symptoms appear. This long, silent phase presents both a challenge and a tremendous opportunity. It's why research into early detection is so vital, to find ways to intervene before the city crumbles. The clinical language of Alzheimer's, statistics, biology, tells only part of the story. Behind every data point is a human heart and a lifetime of memories. To truly understand, we must look beyond the charts. Think of Margaret. For 40 years, she was an English teacher who made Shakespeare thrilling. At home, a loving wife and mother, known for her sharp wit. At first, the changes were subtle, easy to dismiss as aging. Her husband, John, would find the car keys in the refrigerator. During family dinners, Margaret, once so eloquent, would pause mid-sentence, grasping for a word. She'd laugh it off, but the episodes grew more frequent. These weren't just senior moments. They were early warnings from the brain's memory hub, the hippocampus. The turning point came one afternoon. The route from the grocery store, a path driven thousands of times, suddenly felt alien. Panic set in as she sat disoriented a mile from home. That tearful phone call to John shattered their denial. The fear was no longer a whisper. It was a shout. It was time to see a doctor. The diagnosis of early-stage Alzheimer's was a devastating blow, yet also a strange relief. It gave their invisible enemy a name. This marked a profound turning point. For Margaret, it was a fight to hold on to herself. For John, it was the beginning of a new chapter. He was now a primary caregiver. His new role demanded a patience he never knew he possessed. He learned to help with daily tasks like buttoning her coat and to gently remind her to eat. He learned to answer the same question repeatedly with kindness, as if for the first time. Each day was an exercise in letting go of the life they had planned and learning to navigate the one they now faced. Privately, John mourned the future they had planned, the trips they would never take, the conversations they could no longer share. Grief became a quiet companion. Yet amidst the sorrow, he discovered a new appreciation for the present. He learned to cherish the small, fleeting moments of connection. A shared smile, her hand finding his, a brief moment of perfect clarity. Their adult children's roles shifted too. Their daughter, living states away, wrestled with long-distance guilt, managing finances online and calling nightly. Their son, who lived locally, became the logistics manager, shuttling Margaret to appointments and ensuring his dad got a much-needed break. Then, one afternoon, as John played their old records, a familiar melody filled the room, the song they first danced to. As the music swelled, something shifted in Margaret. Her gaze softened. A faint smile touched her lips, and she began to hum along. For a few precious minutes, the fog seemed to lift. The spark of the old Margaret was there. These moments become lifelines, testaments to resilience and the enduring power of love. They are powerful reminders that the person is not gone. Margaret is still there, beneath the fog of the disease. Her story teaches us that a person is always more than their diagnosis, defined not by what they have lost, but by the love that still surrounds them. Alzheimer's is a journey with stages. The progression is gradual and unique, but patterns emerge. Early stage, memory lapses disrupt daily life, forgetting important dates or asking for the same information repeatedly. Trouble with problem solving, following a recipe, or managing a budget. Confusion about time or place is often mistaken for normal aging, delaying diagnosis. Middle stage, memory loss deepens. Even personal history details. Wandering and getting lost. Personality shifts. Suspicion, anxiety, agitation, delusions, and communication difficulties. Late stage, complete dependence. Loss of walking, sitting, and eventually swallowing. Communication becomes minimal. Infections like pneumonia are common. Care focuses on comfort, dignity, and being pain-free. Progression is not linear. Good days, bad days, moments of clarity, and deep confusion. One pressing question: what causes it? We do not know for sure. For most, it is a complex mix of genetic, environmental, and lifestyle factors over time. Age is the greatest risk. Risk roughly doubles every 5 years after 65. Family history raises risk, but is not a guarantee. Rarely, specific gene mutations cause early onset in the 30s, 40s, or 50s. APOE4 increases risk, but many with it never develop Alzheimer's, and many without it do. What's good for your heart is good for your head. Cardiovascular risks: high blood pressure, high cholesterol, diabetes, plus inactivity, obesity, and smoking, raise risk. The good news: many risks are modifiable. Choose a diet rich in fruits, vegetables, and omega-3s, stay active, and remain socially and mentally engaged to build cognitive reserve. Receiving an Alzheimer's diagnosis is a profound, life-altering moment. It often brings a whirlwind of emotions, fear and uncertainty, but also relief at finally having an answer. This news marks the beginning of a new journey for the entire family. There is no single test because many conditions can mimic its symptoms. A thorough diagnosis is crucial. Doctors combine a medical history with critical input from family, who are often the first to notice subtle changes in memory or personality. They conduct physical and neurological exams to rule out other causes. Then, in a calm setting, they assess key cognitive functions like memory, language, and problem-solving. This creates a baseline of the person's abilities to track changes over time. Blood tests can now help identify Alzheimer's biomarkers and rule out other issues. Brain imaging, like an MRI or CT scan, reveals the brain's structure. For greater certainty, advanced PET scans can directly visualize the hallmark amyloid plaques and tau tangles, confirming the disease. An early, accurate diagnosis is empowering. It opens a crucial window for families to have important conversations, address legal and financial planning, and ensure the person's wishes are respected. It also allows for prompt access to treatments and support. While there is not yet a cure, the treatment landscape is more hopeful. Some medications can help manage cognitive symptoms. A newer class of drugs, disease-modifying therapies, target the underlying biology. These anti-amyloid treatments may modestly slow disease progression in its early stages. The ultimate goal of any treatment plan is to preserve quality of life and maintain independence for as long as possible. It's about maximizing a person's ability to connect with loved ones and engage in activities that bring them joy. Beyond medication, a strong support network is essential. Support groups offer a space to share experiences and reduce isolation. Counseling helps families navigate complex emotions, and respite services provide caregivers with a necessary break to prevent burnout. Create a safe home and simple routines to reduce anxiety. This means adapting the space by improving lighting and removing trip hazards. Establishing predictable daily routines helps reduce confusion, providing a comforting structure to the day. Research is accelerating at an unprecedented pace. Scientists are relentlessly pursuing more sensitive diagnostics, more effective treatments, and strategies for prevention. Clinical trials are bringing us closer every day to a future without Alzheimer's. This journey is challenging, but no one has to walk it alone. Through the powerful combination of advancing science, compassionate care, and community, there is more reason for hope than ever before. The future is brighter.